what would you rate your Riz level from 1 to 10?
Non-existent.
Non-existent. So you're basically the candidate. You're basically the prime candidate I'm looking for. Okay. So how old are you, by the way?
For what?
Uh
25?
25. Okay. Well, so I'm doing a series. So my entire YouTube channel is literally rizzing girls. But the thing is, my goal isn't for people to look at me and be like, this guy's a fuck bag. He's just fucking rizzing girls and thinking he's sick, right? My goal is to literally get guys like you, okay, who are maybe not the best and they want a little bit of insight on how to be better with, being confident with yourself. It's not even like rizzing girls, Mira. It's just self development. It's personal development, right? So, I think what I want
Okay.
want to ask you is like, where are you getting stuck? Like, where are you not getting the results that you want from raising girls and stuff like
I just don't try.
that? Are you scared to? Are you scared to approach, or you just don't want that in your life right now? Like, what's happening with that?
Bro,
I don't
good,
know.
bro. Don't try.
I'm kind of more the observer. I just kind of sit back and watch.
So I think what I want to ask is like, are you afraid to do the approach? Is that really what it is? Like, where are you getting stuck?
I mean, I guess so. I don't know. I never just really tried. I kind of just I sit here and I watch people, and if someone talks to me, I just talk to them. Otherwise, I kind of just watch. Most of the time, I
Right.
don't really know what to say.
Okay, so you're saying it's like uh, you usually let the girls come to you, and
I mean,
basically you don't really know.
anybody really, but essentially, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in that situation, when you do talk to her, how, like, what's happening then? So let's say a chick comes up to you and like she talks to you, like, what do you? How far does that go? Because you're telling me the success is not there.
Not very far. I'm typically an awkward person because I don't know what the hell to say.
Okay, so that's actually a big part of what I need to do next. Kind of explain what they need to be saying in while you're sorry, what to say after you meet up with the chick, how to keep the conversation fun and flirty and things like that, so that potentially you want her to be like your girlfriend or someone of interest in the opposite sex, right? I'm assuming.
Sure. Jesus Christ.
And I think it's just like you don't really give a fuck if you get it or not, but at the same time, you kind of deep down inside, you kind of do want it too, type of thing, right?
This man a psychic or some shit?
No, because the thing is, my friend, what's your name? Local
Hold on, I gotta-
FedEx guy.
Hold on,
I
gotta-
I was you. You know what I mean? I was you when I was like 19. Like I didn't know a lot about women. Like I didn't understand anything about girls, right? They literally are from another fucking planet. And like I want to provide a fucking lot of value now. Now that I've spent a lot of my time understanding women and their psychology and stuff like that, I want to pay it forward to you guys, right? So that you can better yourselves to increase your game and stuff like that, or your riz and stuff like that. So the approach part is where you're having issues with, and you're having issues with keeping the conversation, right? So you're saying conversation keeping is where you're having the most trouble. Um,
Essentially.
okay, so when you keep conversation with a chick, you have to make it really fun. Because keep this in mind, there's a lot of men out here in this game who are trying to riz up girls. Like pretty much every guy, you know what I mean? Like most guys are trying to riz girls in this game. It is what it is. Okay, this is borderline of fucking dating. This is borderline VR Tinder.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? This game is literally borderline fucking VR Tinder. So to keep
It might as well be, right?
yeah, and to keep conversation, I'm assuming this is what you do. You say, "Where are you from?" You say things like just like interview questions, right? You're like, "How old are you?" All these like kind of like kind of boring, generic questions until you kind of run out of things to say, and you go, There's lots of ums and ahs and awkward silences and pauses before she goes, I gotta go now. So, one way to keep conversation going and keep it fun is like you want to find things that's like you both relate on. You know what I mean? So like you want to find shit that like you both kind of like enjoy, but you're not gonna find that from the start. Okay, so one thing I would suggest is make sure to ask about the things that she's into, and then like be genuinely fucking interested in like the things that she's into, and like ask questions about that stuff. So like for example, okay, you may know nothing about like nails, but like girls are into nails. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like as a man, you're like, I don't give a fuck about nails. Like what, I'm not gonna ask about nails. I don't know what to ask about nails, right? But it's like at the beginning, to pique her interest, you gotta be into the shit that she's into, right? So, one thing I would suggest is just kind of talking to her about like fucking, asking her about that interest in general. Okay. So, like, let's say she's talking about nails and you're not into nails. You'd be like, what color are your nails? What do they look like? Do they have those like little fucking plastic things where you have these giant things? Add comedy to the conversation. Like, normally, like, okay, when you riz girls, you got to like kind of have your best personality forward, right? So for myself, it's comedy, because I'm a funny ass motherfucker. Like I off the dome, I can just kind of say funny shit. So you don't have to. Not everybody's funny. You know what I mean? You could be confident. You could be funny. You could be a dancer. So what I was trying to explain is the fact that you want to show your best foot forward. So if you play guitars or you have some sort of a talent, you want to show that off in the limelight so that she's attracted to you, right? Because it's kind of like a mating dance almost. But if you tell yourself, I have nothing going on for myself, I'm letting you know as a fucking man, you need to go out there and learn something. Pick up a rock climbing class. Pick up a guitar. Go fix your life. If you feel like you're not getting the women that you want in your life, it's because you need to up your level. You need to better your life and have some sort of talent, whether you're funny or, you're good at a skill set, so that as a man, you can actually deserve the girl. So quit bitching about not having nothing, because no one's going to care for you, that kind of behavior. It's not your personality, that's fine, but comedy is fucking great when it comes to fucking raising girls. One easy way to relate with a girl is their avatars. For them, in this game, avatars is a big factor. To be able to be in different pretty female avatars to show off, different uploaded avatars that they sometimes purchase for, real money. And, it's like changing clothes from them every single day. They can try out new clothes. So, if you were to come at them and start complimenting, their avatars, that's definitely one, way and leeway into a relating point and something to talk about, right? Because then you can show your avatars, like the male ones that you have that are nice. And if you don't, then up your avatar game. I don't know what else to tell you. Another relating point that's really easy to talk about is VR chat itself. This game is so vast, right? It's got games, it's got pretty worlds to chill in, there's mirror dwellers, there's people who like to drink, people who like to smoke, people, from all wakes of different sides of the world. So, there's so much to really do in VR chat that you can just talk about what she likes to do, right? And, just kind of relating point to that. If she likes playing games, it's like, what games do you like to play? I like Murder Mystery, or I like playing Ghost or Blackout or something like that, right? Or does she like to mirror dwell and just chill with her friends and just vibe out, right? Like, it's just a matter of kind of getting to know her and what she likes to do in VR chat, because that's where you're going to build that relationship. The game of VR chat is where you're going to build that relationship. So, it's important that you have something exciting and fun to offer to her. And if you have nothing exciting and fun to offer to her in the game of VR chat, find better worlds. Up your game when it comes to, showing her cool worlds, or games that you can play that she's never seen before, or worlds that she's never seen that are really pretty. Up your level, up your status, and up your game. Then you will get the girls. But if you are sitting there going, I don't know what to do, then she's not going to lead the way for you. You as a man, it's up to you to, lead her from beginning to end.